Our story begins over 1,000 years ago in the shimmering waters of the Indian Ocean, where a small dhow sails steadily toward an island brimming with mystery and allure. On board are Nala and Kato, two young, curious explorers, their eyes bright with excitement as they glimpse Zanzibar's lush green coastline against the endless blue. Known as the Spice Island, Zanzibar is a land where the air itself seems alive, carrying the mingling scents of cloves, cinnamon, and vanilla on the gentle ocean breeze. These aromas swells together, greeting travelers before they even set foot on its golden sands. The island is alive with a vibrant history that pulses beneath every stone in Stone Town and through every palm in the spice plantations. As they approach, Nala and Kato hear the hum of activity from the harbor, where boats from distant lands are anchored, their sails flapping like colorful flags in the wind. Each ship is a testament to Zanzibar's history as a global crossroads, where travelers from Arabia, India, and Persia have come to trade, share stories, and leave pieces of their culture behind. Nala and Kato are about to step into this world filled with bustling markets, ancient traditions, and a rich tapestry of cultures woven together over centuries, a place that promises adventure at every turn. As their small hand-carved dhow boat sails closer to Zanzibar's harbor, Nala and Kato's eyes grow wide with wonder. Towering stone buildings with grand wooden doors, intricately carved and ornamented, loom over them like guardians of old. The coral stone walls glow warmly in the sunlight, casting reflections into the turquoise waters below. The air is filled with a rich mix of scents, cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg, drifting from the nearby markets, each spice more tantalizing than the last.
Nala, do you smell that? It's like a treasure chest of spices waiting for us to discover it.
I know. My grandmother once told me that Zanzibar is called the Spice Island because of all the spices it grows. Each spice has a story, and I think this island has many stories to tell. I can't wait to hear them.
As they step off the dhow, they feel the heat of the sun on their skin mingling with the cool breeze from the ocean. Stone Town hums with life, merchants calling out to passers-by, fishermen unloading their day's catch, and children laughing as they run along the sandy shore. Eager to explore, Nala and Kato make their way through the lively marketplace, a labyrinth of narrow streets lined with the stalls overflowing with exotic goods. Merchants sell vibrant textiles, shimmering jewelry, and baskets brimming with dried spices in colors of deep crimson, amber, and golden yellow. The scents are dizzying, and the air pulses with the beat of distant drums.
Kato, look at all these spices. I wonder how many there are and where they all come from.
I've never seen so many different kinds. Maybe we should ask someone who knows.
Just then, an elderly man with a warm smile and a long white beard, wearing a traditional Kanzu robe, notices them. His hands are worn, but his eyes sparkle with kindness. He gestures for them to come closer.
Young travelers, welcome to Zanzibar, the Spice Island. I am Salim, a humble spice merchant. Have you come to learn about the treasures of our island?
Yes, Salim, we can smell the spices from all the way at the harbor.
Is it true that Zanzibar has been trading spices for hundreds of years?
Indeed. For generations, we've traded cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon with travelers from distant lands. Arabs, Indians, and Persians come across the seas to trade, bringing their cultures and taking ours with them. Zanzibar is special because it is a meeting place of worlds.
The spice merchant Salim, always Nahar with the leads Nal and Kato to a quieter corner of the marketplace, where he has a small stall filled with jars of spices. He holds up a small jar filled with dark, dried cloves.
This, young ones, is the clove, our island's pride and treasure. It is more valuable than gold here, for it brought wealth to our people and made Zanzibar famous.
Why do people need cloves so much?
Kato. Cloves are used in many ways. They add flavor to food. They make medicines, and they are even used in perfumes. They are tiny, but they hold great power.
Salim opens the jar and hands it to them, letting them catch the scent. The aroma is spicy and sweet, with a warmth that feels comforting.
It smells wonderful. It's like the whole island in one scent.
Cloves are Zanzibar's soul. They brought wealth, but also brought outsiders to our shores. Sometimes change is difficult, but the people of Zanzibar are strong and resilient.
Intrigued, Nal and Kato ask Salim if they can see where the cloves grow. Smiling, Salim leads them on a journey through winding paths until they arrive at a clove plantation. Their tall green trees stand proud under the sun, their branches heavy with tiny red buds that soon will be harvested.
These are the clove trees. When the buds turn a certain shade of red, they must be carefully picked by hand to keep the fragrance and taste. This work requires skill and patience.
It must take a lot of work to grow them all.
Yes, it does. But the people of Zanzibar are patient, and they have cared for these trees for generations. Each clove you see has a story of dedication behind it.
Nal and Kato watch the workers move from tree to tree, picking each bud with care and gathering them in woven baskets. They are amazed by the patience and skill of each worker, knowing that these tiny buds will travel far beyond Zanzibar, carrying the spirit of the island with them. As the sun sets over the clove plantation, casting a golden glow on the trees, Nala and Kato take in the peaceful beauty of Zanzibar. Surrounded by the sweet scent of cloves, they feel, though, a newfound connection to the island and its resilient spirit. Through Salim's stories, they've come to understand that Zanzibar is more than just its famous spices. It's a place where people live in harmony with the land and honor traditions passed down through generations. Each clove tree, standing strong and graceful, symbolizes the island's strength, cultivated through patience, care, and respect for nature. Nala and Kato realize that Zanzibar's beauty lies not just in its landscape, but in the values and stories of those who have called it home for centuries. They leave the plantation with a sense of awe, having glimpsed the true spirit of the Spice Island.
Thank you, Salim. We learned so much today. Zanzibar isn't just about spices, it's about strength and patience.
Yes, and I feel like each spice has its own story, just like the people here.
Indeed, my young friends. And remember, as long as there are those who cherish our island's stories, Zanzibar will remain strong. The spirit of the Spice Island will live on.
As they walk back toward the harbor, Nala and Kato's hearts are filled with admiration for Zanzibar and its people. They know their adventure has only just begun, and that there is much more to discover on this island of spices and stories. The next morning, as the first light of dawn stretches across Zanzibar, the island comes alive in hues of gold and amber. Sunlight filters through the palm trees, casting intricate shadows on the sandy paths, while a gentle breeze stirs the air, carrying the distant scent of spices from the marketplace. Nala and Kato, eyes wide with excitement, make their way through the awakening streets of Stone Town. Merchants are setting up their stalls, and fishermen prepare their boats by the shore, greeting the day with familiar routines and songs passed down through generations. With each step, the children draw closer to their destination, the Grand Sultan's Palace, known as Beit al-Sahel. Its white stone walls gleam in the morning light, a towering symbol of Zanzibar's royal past. The palace, with its arched doorways and towering columns, stands as a reminder of a time when powerful sultans ruled over the island, weaving Zanzibar into a center of trade, culture, and diplomacy. As they approach, Nala and Kato can feel the significance of the place. They imagine the sultans of long ago, dressed in fine silks and gold, walking these very halls, forging alliances and making decisions that would shape Zanzibar's place in the world. They can almost hear the echo of footsteps and whispers of ancient stories, hidden within the palace's carved wooden doors and mosaic-tiled floors. To them, the palace isn't just a building, it's a piece of living history, waiting to share its secrets with those who seek to understand its legacy. As they approach, Nala and Kato are struck by the palace's grandeur. Tall arched doorways and intricate wooden carvings welcome them into the halls of history. Inside, the ceiling soars above, adorned with grand chandeliers that twinkle like stars. The walls, covered in colorful tapestries and elegant carvings, speak of stories long past.
Wow, Nala, this place is magical. Imagine all the people who must have walked these halls.
It feels like stepping into a different world.
Salim guides them to the palace's main hall, where they meet Amina, a historian with a warm smile and a wealth of knowledge about Zanzibar's royal past. Amina, dressed in traditional Swahili attire, with a vibrant kanga around her shoulders, greets Nala and Kato warmly. Her eyes sparkle with wisdom as she begins to share the rich history of Zanzibar's sultans. With each word, Amina brings the past alive, describing powerful rulers who shaped Zanzibar into a cultural and trade center, attracting ships and merchants from distant lands. Her voice, rhythmic and full of pride, draws the children into stories of royal feasts, bustling markets, and ships laden with treasures, capturing the essence of a time when Zanzibar was a thriving crossroads of the world.
Welcome, children. You are standing in a place of great history. This palace was home to mighty sultans who ruled over Zanzibar and much of the East African coast. Did you know that, once upon a time, this island was part of the Sultanate of Oman?
Oman? That's across the ocean. How did Zanzibar become part of Oman?
Well, Cato, the Sultan of Oman fell in love with the beauty of this island. He saw Zanzibar as a jewel, a place rich in spices and perfectly located for trade. So he moved his throne here and made Zanzibar the center of his kingdom.
Nal and Kato exchange amazed glances, imagining what it must have been like when Zanzibar was a bustling center for trade, with ships arriving from Arabia, India, and beyond. Amina guides Nala and Kato through the grand halls of the palace, their footsteps echoing softly against the marble floors. The air feels heavy with history as they move deeper into the heart of the Sultan's court, a place of both beauty and significance. High ceilings arch above them, adorned with intricate carvings and golden designs that glimmer in the dim light. Amina gestures and behave toward the grand velvet-draped seats arranged in a circle, where the sultans once held council with trusted advisors, influential traders, and ambassadors from distant lands. The children imagine voices filling the room as vital decisions were made here, shaping Zanzibar's future. They can almost hear the whispered discussions, the ringing laughter of important visitors, and the weighty silence that would fall when monumental choices were announced, each leaving its mark on Zanzibar's legacy.
In this very room, sultans discussed matters of trade, forged alliances, and brought prosperity to Zanzibar. The island became a melting pot of cultures, languages, and religions. People from around the world came here, bringing their goods, ideas, and beliefs.
It must have been incredible. All those different people sharing stories and learning from each other.
Yes, indeed. This island embraced all those who came, and each culture left a mark. You can still see their influence in our food, our music, and our traditions.
Amina leads Nala and Kato to an old section of the palace that overlooks the marketplace. She explains how, while the palace flourished, a darker history unfolded in the nearby market, where the slave trade once thrived.
Not all who came to Zanzibar were free. Many people were brought here against their will to be sold as slaves. The sultans allowed this trade, and it brought wealth to the island, but at a terrible cost to human lives.
Nal and Kato's faces grow serious as they absorb the weight of Amina's words. They gaze down at the old marketplace, imagining the people who must have walked there, separated from their homes and families.
That's so sad. All those people taken from their homes.
But even through that, the people here found a way to survive.
Yes, resilience is woven into our history. Even through hardship, the people of Zanzibar held onto their traditions, their songs, and their hopes. They built their homes, raised their children, and passed on their stories. The spirit of the island could not be broken.
The three stand in silence, honoring the memory of those who endured unimaginable hardships. Nala and Kato feel a deep sense of respect for the strength of Zanzibar's people, who found ways to thrive despite the struggles of the past.
I feel like we've seen so much of Zanzibar's history today, the good and the difficult parts. But the people here are so strong.
That strength is part of who we are. Zanzibar is a place of resilience, where the people hold their history close and move forward with pride. Our heritage is not just in the spices we grow, but in the hearts of those who call this island home.
As the sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows over the palace walls, Nala and Kato thank Amina for sharing her stories. They leave the palace with a deeper appreciation for the island's history, its moments of prosperity, its challenges, and the resilience that continues to shape Zanzibar today.
Thank you, Amina. We'll always remember this place and the stories you shared with us.
Zanzibar isn't just a beautiful island. It's a place with a powerful spirit. I feel like we understand it a little better now.
As they walk through the streets of Stone Town, Nala and Kato feel the weight of all they've learned. They realize that Zanzibar's story is a tapestry of many threads, of people, traditions, triumphs, and trials. And as they prepare for their next adventure, they carry with them a newfound respect for this island that has welcomed travelers, faced hardship, and remains a place of strength and beauty. As the days pass, Nala and Kato find themselves enchanted by the rhythms of Zanzibar, immersing themselves fully in its vibrant traditions. Every corner of the island pulses with life, each experience like a new page in a story that has been unfolding for centuries. From the intricate henna designs painted on women's hands to the brightly colored kanga cloths that wrap around them, each detail speaks of a deep-rooted Swahili culture, blossoming with music, dance, storytelling, and flavors that tell tales of the island's rich past. Nala and Kato taste the spiced rice and coconut curries, learning how the unique blend of Arab, African, and Indian influences makes Zanzibar's cuisine a delicious tapestry of its history. Their curiosity eventually leads them to one of the most cherished events of the year, the Mwaka Kogwa Film Festival, a celebration of peace, unity, and prosperity that fills every street with joy. Here, the heart of Zanzibar beats its loudest. Families gather from all corners of the island, friends reunite, and strangers become neighbors. Colorful decorations line the streets, laughter echoes through the alleys, and the rhythmic beats of drums carry excitement through the air. Nala and Kato's eyes sparkle with anticipation, eager to join the festivities and experience a celebration that holds such significance to the people of Zanzibar. It's here, amidst the joy and unity, that they begin to understand the true spirit of the island. In the early hours of the morning, Stone Town hums with excitement. Streets that are usually quiet at dawn are now bustling with people carrying vibrant decorations, hanging flags, and arranging tables filled with delicious foods. Women wear brightly colored kanga cloths, wrapped gracefully around their shoulders, while men prepare drums and other traditional instruments. Children skip about, their laughter filling the air, while the aroma of grilled meats and spiced rice fills every corner.
Nala, look at all the colors and decorations. I think this must be the biggest celebration of the whole year.
I know. The energy is amazing. Just look at everyone, so happy and full of excitement. I can't wait to see what this festival is really all about.
They watch as women gather to braid each other's hair, and men carve wooden masks to wear during the ceremonies. Elders sit together, sharing stories with laughter and nods of wisdom, while others bring out huge platters of pilau, fresh fruit, and coconut water to share with everyone. The whole town feels like one big, welcoming family. As the festival begins, a large crowd gathers around an open area where a small, controlled fire is lit. a symbolic act in the Mwaka Kogwa festival. People throw old kanga cloths into the flames, a tradition meant to burn away any misfortunes from the past year, making room for peace and prosperity in the new year.
This fire is a powerful symbol, young ones. By casting away the old cloth, we leave behind our struggles and welcome a fresh beginning. It's our way of asking for blessings and good fortune for the year ahead.
It's like the fire is clearing the path for something new, something good.
Yes. It's beautiful how everyone comes together to create a fresh start.
As Nal and Kato watch the crackling fire, they feel the weight and beauty of the ancient tradition. The flames dance warmly, casting flickering shadows and filling the air with the smoky scent of burning kanga cloths, each one representing old burdens and worries being released. The crowd gathered around the fire is silent, absorbed in the moment. Elders sing gentle, melodic chants, honoring the past and offering blessings for protection in the coming year. Nala imagines the flames carrying away the worries of each person as wisps of smoke drift toward the sky. Kato closes his eyes, feeling his own thoughts lifted by the fire's warmth. As the flames fade to glowing embers, they feel lighter, as though they too have released something, sharing in the island's spirit of renewal. With the fire ritual complete, the air fills with the rhythmic beat of drums and the lilting melodies of traditional songs. People begin to dance in joyous, lively circles. Nal and Kato join in, moving to the music and learning the traditional steps from friendly townsfolk. Their feet tap in time with the drums, their hands clap, and they laugh as they become part of the festive swirl.
Kato, this dance is harder than it looks.
But it's so much fun. I feel like I'm part of something bigger.
An elder steps forward, gesturing for everyone to gather around. As the music fades, his voice is deep and gentle, filled with the wisdom of countless years. He begins to tell stories of Zanzibar's history, the bravery of their ancestors, the strength of the community, and the connection between the island and the sea that surrounds it.
We are the children of the land and the sea, bound together by waves and roots. This festival reminds us of who we are, of the unity that keeps us strong. We have faced many challenges, but together, we overcome.
I love how traditions like these keep people connected to their past.
It's like every dance, every story is a piece of their history.
As the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, the festival reaches its peak with a grand feast. Tables overflow with local dishes, spiced rice pilau, grilled fish, sweet bananas, and tender coconut bread. Nala and Kato join the locals, tasting each dish and marveling at the flavors that seem to capture the spirit of Zanzibar.
This is amazing. Every bite tastes like all the spices we've smelled in the market.
And it's even better because we're sharing it with everyone here.
After the feast, the people gather once more, lighting small lanterns and releasing them into the night sky. The lanterns float upward like tiny stars, their soft glow filling the night. It's a gesture of hope for the future, each lantern carrying a wish, a dream, or a prayer.
These lanterns carry our hopes for peace, love, and prosperity. As they rise, so do our spirits, and together we move forward as one.
It's like each one holds a little piece of their heart.
I feel like we're part of Zanzibar's family now. I'll remember this night forever.
As the final lantern fades into the starry sky, Nala and Kato feel a sense of belonging and gratitude. They have not only witnessed the traditions of Zanzibar, they have become part of them. The sounds of drums, the taste of spices, and the stories of resilience have woven their way into the children's hearts, creating memories they will carry wherever they go. And as the night draws to a close, Nala and Kato leave the festival with a newfound respect and love for the Swahili culture and the people who keep its spirit alive. On their final day in Zanzibar, Nala and Kato feel a tug of curiosity pulling them deeper into the heart of the island. They've seen its bustling markets, walked through its ancient palaces, and joined in lively celebrations. But they wonder how this island, rooted in centuries of tradition, is adapting to a changing world. Their journey leads them to a young artist named Juma, whose colorful studio is tucked away in the winding streets of Stone Town. Juma's workshop is a world of its own, filled with vivid paintings that capture the essence of Zanzibar. On one wall, there's a painting of old dhows, their sails catching the wind as they glide across the Indian Ocean, a nod to Zanzibar's days as a trading hub. Another canvas shows spice plantations in the countryside, lush and green, symbolizing the island's natural treasures. But next to these traditional images are paintings of modern Zanzibar, children learning in a bright classroom, young people using computers in a tech center, and families welcoming travelers from all over the world. Each painting weaves the old with the new, blending Zanzibar's history with the promise of its future. Through Juma's art, Nala and Kato begin to see that Zanzibar is like a living tapestry. Each brushstroke, each color captures not just the past, but also the island's ability to grow and adapt. They realize that while change is inevitable, the spirit of Zanzibar, its warmth, resilience, and vibrant culture endures, connecting the past with the future in a beautiful, unbreakable bond. Juma welcomes them warmly into his workshop, a small sunlit space where the walls are covered with colorful paintings. The artwork depicts scenes of Zanzibar's life: old wooden dhows sailing on the blue sea, bustling spice markets with sellers calling out, and lush green plantations where cloves and cinnamon grow. Every painting seems to pulse with life, blending tradition with glimpses of a new, modern Zanzibar.
Welcome, Nala and Kato. Each of these paintings tells a story of our island. Zanzibar is transforming, just as my art does with each brushstroke. We keep our traditions close, but we also open ourselves to new ideas. Tourism, technology, education, all of these bring fresh opportunities.
But Juma, does that mean the old traditions will fade away?
No, Kato. Think of it like adding new colors to a painting. Each new influence makes Zanzibar even more beautiful. Our heritage and traditions remain the foundation, but we are not afraid to embrace what is new.
Nal and Kato gaze at a painting of a young Zanzibari girl weaving a basket, surrounded by symbols of the island's past, spices, ocean waves, and the outline of a dhow. Juma explains that the painting represents both the strength and flexibility of the Zanzibari people, who adapt to change while staying connected to their roots. Juma leads Nala and Kato through the winding streets of Stone Town, where Zanzibar's past and present blend seamlessly. They pass coral stone buildings with intricately carved doors, a testament to the island's history. As the scent of spices fills the air, modern cafes are filled with travelers and locals, creating a lively atmosphere. At a nearby tech hub, young Zanzibaris eagerly work with computers, bringing digital innovation to the island. While at a school, children study both ancient Swahili poetry and modern science. Traditional music mixes with the sounds of conversation, painting a vivid picture of a community embracing both heritage and progress. Nala and Kato marvel at how Zanzibar's timeless charm coexists with its forward-looking spirit, revealing an island that honors its roots while stepping confidently into the future.
It's amazing, Juma. It's like every street holds both history and the future.
That's exactly it, Nala. Zanzibar is a treasure chest filled with stories, and each generation adds its own layer. Change isn't something we fear, it's something we welcome, as long as it respects the spirit of the island.
It's like Zanzibar's story is still being written.
Yes, and you two are now part of it too.
As the day draws to a close, Juma takes Nala and Kato to the beach where the setting sun paints the sky in shades of orange and pink. The gentle waves lap at their feet as they walk, each step reminding them of the journey they have taken through Zanzibar's rich history and evolving future.
Zanzibar is like a treasure chest with stories that will last forever. I feel so grateful we came here and had the chance to learn from everyone.
Me too, Nala. Zanzibar isn't just a place. It's a feeling, a story, and a spirit. And now, we get to carry a piece of that spirit with us.
Juma looks at Nala and Kato with pride, Sensing they have connected deeply with Zanzibar's spirit, he reaches behind him and hands each of them a small symbolic canvas. For Kato, it's a painting of a dhow, its sails catching the wind as it journeys across the ocean, a symbol of Zanzibar's trading history and adventurous spirit. Nahar receives a painting of a clove blossom, delicate yet vibrant, representing the spice that brought prosperity and fame to the island. Juma explains that these symbols embody the essence of Zanzibar: resilience, beauty, and a connection to both past and future. As they hold their gifts, Nala and Kato feel a profound bond to Zanzibar, knowing they'll carry its legacy with them, honoring its stories and spirit wherever life takes them.
Take these with you, to remember that Zanzibar is always evolving, just like each of us. May it inspire you to embrace change, honour the past, and find beauty in every new colour life brings.
Thank you, Juma. We will carry Zanzibar's spirit with us wherever we go.
Thank you, Juma. We will carry Zanzibar's spirit with us wherever we go.
With hearts full of newfound knowledge and memories, Nala and Kato bid farewell to Juma and the Spice Island, vowing to share its magic and stories with the world. As they sail away, the sounds of Zanzibar, the laughter from the festival, the beat of the drums, and the whispers of the island's rich history echo in their minds. They leave not only with treasures, but with a deeper understanding of resilience, beauty, and a spirit of change. And so, to the eyes of Nala and Kato, Zanzibar's ancient traditions and future dreams live on, carried across the sea to inspire a new generation of explorers. And so, the tale of Zanzibar, its ancient traditions, strength, and journey through time, lives on. Through the eyes of Nala and Kato, we glimpse the resilience and wonder that makes the Spice Island truly special. A place where the past and future dance together on the shores of the Indian Ocean,